Would you rather win Copa America in 2024 or make the semifinals at the 2026 World Cup?
Semifinals. That's the easiest thing in the world.
Jimmy.
Come on now. Come on. Give me that semifinal.
Yeah.
Come on, Cletus.
I mean, winning the Copa America would be quite the achievement if Brazil
it would, but nobody in the U.S. would, nobody in the U.S. would really recognize. To be fair, people still talk about our Confed Cup final loss. Like people but you know what the funny thing is? It's mostly foreigners when I say. When I talk to them and like, yeah, Confederations Cup 09, they're like, oh yeah, that was when you beat Spain because Spain was on that run and obviously the Euros and end up winning the World Cup and it fits in between. So people remember that. But I think the Copa America, not to underplay the US fan because we have so many that do get it, but from an actual impact standpoint, a semi in a World Cup would have, I think be more impactful.
Wait, so
I guess that wasn't really the question. But
is it get to a semi and lose or just get to a semi? And you could
get to a semi and I assume lose. I'm just gonna assume.
Well,
that.
so then the question would be the question would be get to a final, Charlie. What do you? I mean,
yeah,
like you win the 2024 Copa America here in the States.
Yeah,
which I agree with you wouldn't have the same weight as the World Cup, which is going to have.
I think it'd be more special if you won the Copa America in South America.
Yes, I agree with you on that because that would be a wake up call to everybody down there that the U.S. can't mess with them anymore.
Yeah, they'd just be like, okay. Chile won it twice. We don't care.
Yeah, but no, you're
I was in Chile for that, and they did care.
Always taking
the
Chileans
cared.
The biggest World Cup in history. You're getting to the semifinals. You're taking that all day.
Yeah,
all day over a Copa America.
There's 106 teams, Jimmy, to get to a semifinal.
That if we got to a Copa America final and won it, soccer fans, yeah, they'd be like, "Woo!" And then it would die quick, gone. You get to a semifinals and a World Cup in our country, the biggest one ever.
Right.
Oh, you're turning heads all over the world. Everyone, give it to me. Oh, that.
Yeah, no, I agree with you on the semifinals.
Mm-hmm.
We saw it in Qatar. We got out of the group stage, and you just knew that gave us 3 or 4, 5 more days before that round of 16 game against the Dutch that we got to talk about the team, be excited about the team, get more people on board to jump on the bandwagon or whatever it is and be like, let's be a part of this. Had they won and beat the Dutch, I mean, it just gives us 4 or 5 more valuable days for everybody just to really feel what that's like. And I think that's a little bit of the taste of what Wrexham is providing for some people, that they just get to kind of jump on this bandwagon and be a part of it and as they try to understand it. And I just think that those guys are doing a good job just to tie that back in. Also, Chip is watching the show right now. And Chip said, "You Cannot Kill David Arquette" is the title of the documentary that he was referencing.
Yes.
So shout out to Chip for the real-time research for us.
I wonder what belt it was. If it was like the Intercontinental belt, like it was a lower belt.
It was when he first got to it's worth watching. It's pretty intense and kind of sad, but he gets to Hollywood, gets a big deal, gets on to wrestling, ends up winning, and apparently that's like when the celebrities come on, they're supposed to ultimately lose no matter how far they go.
Mike Tyson, I remember he got on there.
and he wins, and then the whole community's like, this is a disrespect to whatever, and he was like, he didn't have anything to do with it, and now he's gone back to like do it to get it right. So he's like, landing on glass and like backyard brawls and like in the South, and like
sounds like the wrestler.
It's pretty cool. Yeah, it's cool. So, but it's kind of it's also intense, but like and sad, but it's good. You go watch it.
Okay, let's make.
I get $1 for every time any of you stream it. So
yeah, wait. Did Chip say anything about me? By the way, if he's listening, come on, Chip.
Chip says he won the WCW title. Chuck, that's what he won, and I will connect you both. So you're good. You're good on that. Okay, so 2 more questions. This one is Sergino Dest. What do you think is his next ideal move? And before I throw it to either one of you, it's interesting for me that he went to AC Milan, who have a wingback in Teo Hernandez, who just bombs forward with reckless abandon. And maybe they thought he could be someone that could do it on the other side and be an equal threat to that. I think that probably throws off the balance of the team, but whatever. He didn't really work for whatever reason under Stefano Pioli and at Milan, so they're going to let him go. At Barcelona, another team known for having attacking wingbacks, wanting their outside backs to join in the attack. Dani Alves, Jordi Alba, 2 great recent examples during their peaks of their success. I thought he did okay when he was there, but didn't really seem to fit into Xavi's plans. I don't know if he should go back to Ajax. I know we talked about this a little bit, but I feel like he's got to find a situation where he's the guy. Like I don't want him to compete with another attacking outside back on the other side of the field. Like he's got to be the one that really generates that width. We threw out Marseille. Chuck Booth, one of our writers for CBS Sports, wrote an article saying that Marseille would be a good fit under manager Igor Tudor, which I agree. I don't know if he wants to go there. I don't know. What do you guys think, Chuck? I'll start with you. Sergino Dest's ideal move.
So I think he needs to take a step back from the big clubs. Ajax right now is third in the Eredivisie. I mean, they're 3 points out, so things can turn, but the club is going in the wrong direction. If I'm him, if I'm in his shoes, I don't want to go back to the league that I was
started.
Yeah, where I started. I want to keep moving forward, and I think going back to Ajax would feel like a big step back because it really feel like a failure. But he also went from Ajax to Barca. That's a massive jump, and things can change quickly when it comes to a new manager. So he goes to Milan, doesn't work. He's going to go back to Barca, and now you got to look for your next club, your next step. If I'm him, I'm looking at clubs who will play in the Champions League, but not clubs who are going to be set with that right back spot. So a Dortmund, a Union Berlin are in the Bundesliga would be two good spots, even at RB Leipzig. You look in Serie A, if Lazio, Roma, Atalanta, maybe because Milan is on the way down. So I would find it probably hard to go to Serie A if it didn't work out in Milan. The respect across the league is probably like, oh, he's not ready yet. And that's kind of probably what's been talked about. So I think the Bundesliga would be a good spot for him, and in particular, RB Leipzig or Dortmund, even at Union Berlin because they're playing so well. But Dortmund and Leipzig, just because of their track record, would probably be a good step for him.
Okay, Heath. So I just want to say, just stats wise, he started twice this season in Serie A for Milan. 8 overall appearances, so come off the bench 6 times, 328 minutes, no goals, no assists. Not really helping or contributing in that side of the ball. We've seen him make a couple mistakes defensively. He's not really, obviously winning people over. Then when I look at Ajax, even if he went back there, they have a 20-year-old playing his spot, Devin Wrench, who's excellent. So I don't even know if he would have room for him or why you'd go back. Even though Sergino's only 22, you already have and Ajax is amazing at this. Whatever they lose, they just got that youth academy that's just going to fill those voids pretty quickly.
Monaco's another good spot if you're looking
Monaco
in France.
Be a good shout.
Monaco, they play their youth. If they were to sign him, then he's
only 22. We talk about him a lot, but
get him some minutes. And the French league is a very difficult league because the outside backs get a lot of 1v1. That league is up and down, and a lot of athletically gifted players in the French league. So I feel like that would be a good step for him as well.
Okay. Keith? Yeah, I mean, I like your top 3, 4, and I mean it's the kind of things that I was thinking about for Conrad, right? Where I thought Marseille was a great landing point. When I think about Lyon, when I think about, I feel like because they're a mix of like 1, high pressure environments, 2, they're gonna have he needs to be in a club that has quality and that has the ball, right? He's not gonna. I do think he needs to be in an environment where he's got to defend. But obviously, he's going to be at his best when a team that has the ball and his starting points are higher up the field, high and wide, and he's able to be in more dangerous positions and show his strengths through that. So that's where I see him. And then I like Leipzig, I like Dortmund. I even think he's good enough to be at a Bayern in terms of their roster and what he can offer to their style of play. But obviously, there's plenty of quality there as well.
You're not going to play with those minutes.
Yeah.
All right, that was our last question, boys.
Wait, there's one more. Under 17 World Cup qualifying for the World Cup in Peru this year.
Final thoughts.
Starts next week.
Okay.
Adrian Gill. Everyone's talking about him at Barca. I'm really interested to see what he looks like for this young group, and if this is a player that's going to stand out and allow the U.S. to win the championship, the CONCACAF championship.
Okay, yeah, he's from Denver, Colorado. So we'll see if Adrian Gill can run the show there.